Brazilian football is known for producing exceptional talents that often make their mark on the global stage. However, not all promises can live up to the hype. Some players start their careers with great potential compared to the next Pelé or the next Neymar, but end up fading into obscurity. Today, on the Brazilian National Football Team Forever channel, we'll revisit 10 players who started off strong but didn't manage to stay at the top. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and join us as we take a look at these fascinating stories from our football world. Jean Cheira. Jean Cheira was one of the biggest promises of Santos's youth academy, known for his technical skills, vision of the game, and ability to dribble past opponents. A prodigy at just 16, he was compared to Robinho due to his similar playing style. After briefly joining Santos's senior team, his transition to professional football was challenging. He went on to play for clubs like Vitória, Oeste, Atlético Sorocaba, and even Football Club Goa in India. Unfortunately, his career was plagued by injuries and inconsistency, preventing him from reaching the heights he was once expected to. Adrian was dubbed the new Zico for his playmaking ability, vision, and long-range shooting. Emerging from Flamengo's youth system, he was compared to the club's greatest legend, Zico. Expectations were high when he made his senior team debut, but his career never took off as planned. After moving to European football, Adrian struggled to adapt, with stints at Leeds United, Cagliari, and Nantes. Despite being signed by big clubs, he never managed to showcase the potential that once made him a standout talent. Today, Adrian is remembered for his promising start but disappointing career trajectory. Neilton, an attacker from Santos, was compared to Neymar due to his skillful play and speed. As a young player, he was expected to shine, but upon joining the senior team, he couldn't maintain the same level of performance. After a promising start at Cruzeiro, he struggled to find consistency. Neilton went on to play for clubs like Botafogo and Internacional, but his career never reached the expected level. His time in Brazil and abroad was marked by inconsistency, and he was never able to establish himself as one of Brazil's top players. Kurlan became famous worldwide for his signature seal dribble, which captured the attention of football fans everywhere. He was regarded as one of Brazil's greatest rising stars. After standout performances at Cruzeiro and Internacional, he was signed by Milan, but he struggled to adapt to European football. Kurlan spent time at clubs like Chievo Verona in Italy, but injuries and a lack of adaptation prevented him from living up to the immense potential he showed early on. Despite signing with big teams, his career was ultimately defined by missed opportunities and unfulfilled promise. Negueba, with his speed and dribbling ability, was one of Flamengo's brightest youth prospects. He was compared to Robinho due to his similar style of play and was expected to become a future club icon. While he had a decent start at Flamengo, his performance declined over time. His brief stints at São Paulo, Coritiba, and other clubs failed to meet expectations. Despite trying his luck abroad, Negueba never lived up to the potential many had envisioned for him. His career became a series of disappointments as he struggled to make an impact. Lulinha was one of Corinthians' top prospects, making waves with his remarkable finishing ability and playmaking skills. He was compared to other great names in the club's history and was considered a future star. However, Lulinha struggled to adapt to the senior team and couldn't establish himself at Corinthians. His career saw him pass through clubs like Fluminense, Bahia, and even overseas, but he never reached the heights everyone had hoped for. What began as a promising career soon turned into a series of underwhelming seasons, and Lulinha is now remembered more for his early promise than his actual accomplishments. Kirison was a standout talent at Coritiba, where he earned recognition as the team's top scorer. His goal-scoring ability and sharp instinct in front of the net earned him a move to Barcelona, where he was hailed as a major prospect for the future. However, Kirison never made a single appearance for Barcelona, being loaned out to clubs like Benfica, Fiorentina, and Santos. Injuries and lack of consistent performances prevented him from reaching the top level of European football. His career, once full of promise, faded away, and he couldn't fulfill the expectations that had been placed upon him. Luan was a star player for Grêmio, playing a crucial role in their 2017 Copa Libertadores win and securing an Olympic gold medal with Brazil in 2016. He was hailed as one of Brazil's brightest talents, praised for his playmaking ability and vision on the field. After a successful period at Grêmio, Luan's career began to stagnate. He struggled with injuries and poor form, and even though he briefly moved to Shanghai Shenhua in China, he couldn't live up to his early promise. Today, Luan is remembered for his dazzling performances, but never reached the heights expected of him. Ganso, Paulo Henrique Ganso, was often compared to Zinedine Zidane due to his brilliant vision and passing abilities. He became a star at Santos, where he formed a deadly partnership with Neymar, leading the team to victory in the 2011 Copa Libertadores. However, Ganso's career never took off in the way people had hoped. Injuries and a lack of intensity on the field saw him struggle to replicate his earlier performances. His time at São Paulo and Fluminense was marked by inconsistent play, and he never became the game-changing player everyone anticipated. Though Ganso is still playing today, his career never reached the heights once expected. Alexandre Pato. Alexandre Pato is perhaps the biggest example of unfulfilled potential in Brazilian football. He made a huge impact early in his career at International, with his speed, skill, and goal-scoring ability making him a standout player. Pato's performances earned him a move to Milan, but his career in Europe was plagued by injuries. Despite early success at Milan, he struggled with fitness and form. He had brief stints at Corinthians, Chelsea, and in China, but Pato never managed to regain the form that made him a global star. Today, he is remembered more for his early promise than for the reality of his career. These players remind us that football is unpredictable. Not every player who shows promise at the beginning can maintain that success throughout their career. Do you remember any other players who started off with a bang but didn't manage to stay at the top? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share this video with fellow Brazilian football fans.